Hey, thanks for joining me in this video. And in this video, I'll be talking about the reasons why you should have a financial advisor. I have to be honest with you, when I started this journey of saving money, investing, and also making sure our money is working for us, I didn't have a financial advisor. But along the line, I decided to get one. I had a financial advisor for about 3.5 years, and then I decided to do something which I'm going to share with you in this video. If you haven't seen me before, my name is Stephen Ojo, and on my channel I talk about saving money and investing money as well. So if you are interested in subjects like that, consider checking out my channel and consider subscribing to the channel. You can do it now. Also, if you find value in this video, consider giving this video a thumbs up. That would really help a channel like mine. When it comes to saving money and working on our finances, we often think we got it. We often think we have maxed out the benefits, of maxed out our taxes, or maxed out all the tax cuts that we could get. But that's not true, because we don't know it all. I'm always still trying to find information and get information from those people that have been doing this for 40 years, 50 years ahead of me. Why? Because at the end of the day, they say knowledge is what? Power. As someone starting out on a journey of getting their finances in order, what are the steps you should take? When I came here from Nigeria, I came here as, a young guy that came here for school and training, and I wasn't really focused on my finances then. Also, I wasn't even working. I couldn't work. So I had to just do what I had to do, which was just to go to school and get my trainings done. After I completed my training, I started working, and I realized I needed to work on my finances. I wanted to get things in order. So I started reading books. But then I also realized that wealthy people also tap into the knowledge of people that actually know more than them. Wealthy people don't just sit by themselves or just sit like an island. No, they actually have to tap into their lawyers, they have to tap into their financial advisors, they have to tap into their medical experts to be able to improve their lives. I realized in order to get my finances in order, why don't I get the experts in this field? So guess what? I remember as a 23-year-old guy just walking into Edward Jones like an investor, like I got this money or something when there's no money, I walked into this Edward Jones office and I was able to, meet with them, and they actually gave me solid advice, and I eventually had a personal financial advisor, and they gave me the tips, they gave me all the, the information and the guidance, which leads me to my first point. Number one, advice. That's what it is. You're going to be getting a lot of advice from them. Not just advice, but in terms of a lot of ideas on how you can save more money, a lot of ideas on how you can manage your money better, and also how you can increase the value of your money, maybe through investing, maybe through acquisition of certain items that may be valuable in the future. And all these ideas were things that on your own you might not have thought about, especially you looking at your problem. We are generally just focused on our problem without seeing what is around it. When you have a financial advisor, they're able to put your mind to all these other options that you may have available to you, which in your situation, I may not be able to help you, because I don't know what your situation is. But with the financial advisor, they're able to give you all these ideas and tips because they see your situation and they know your situation. Number two, accountability. I have to be honest with you, being accountable to someone is really good. You don't want to walk into that next meeting and realize that, man, I haven't kept up to my words. Remember, when you meet with a financial advisor, they're going to set out the goals for your short-term goals, your long-term goals, and set out how you can achieve them. So when they set out these goals for you, for example, they might tell you, well, you need to be saving, X amount of money per paycheck or per month or per year. Now, when you set up that annual meeting, or maybe, it depends on how much you want to meet them. Maybe it's twice a year, maybe 4 times a year, depending on what your situation is. I remember, I never want to walk there and realize I haven't achieved my goal. If you have someone working for you, that would really help you to stay focused, you stay motivated, and even when the roads get really tough, you will stay motivated to achieve your goals. When you have to cut back on those expenses and not buy the things that you really want to buy, they would help to shape your expenditure. Number 3 is confidence. I have to tell you, investing requires confidence. And this is something that you can't just have as someone that is working so hard to save a certain amount of money and then you decide to put it in something that may lose value. We all remember what happened in the financial crisis, like the recent one that just happened, or the one that happened in 2008, or the one that happened in 2010. All these financial crises are memories in our minds, especially if you were alive then and you knew what people went through. I remember I was scared, I was worried, I was, concerned of losing money. But having the financial advisor and showing me how people invested over time and how people have been able to take advantage of just putting their money in a form of investment, and it creates this passive income for their lives, is amazing. Now, I knew some of this information in the past. Getting that confidence is very important because once you start working with someone and you see how they invest and you see how they decide on what to put your money in, you start getting the confidence and you start to realize, okay, maybe this thing isn't that bad. And that is the key thing, all right? But again, without a financial advisor, I wouldn't have been in that situation. I wouldn't have gained that confidence. 4 is being level-headed or not hitting that panic button. I remember in 2015, when the market dipped down, it went into a bit of a correction, and I was worried. I was concerned, like, whoa, why my money is losing value? I'm losing money. Should I sell? Should I get out? Let's get out of investments because they are not looking good. All these worries were things that a normal novice investor would be concerned about because you don't want to lose money. So having that financial advisor there are there to help you remain level-headed and not hit the panic button and not sell when you're not supposed to sell or buy when you're not supposed to buy. You have to understand, like Warren Buffett said, you buy when people are selling and you sell when people are buying, something in that line. But the point is this, you have to be able to remain level-headed and see your situation for what it is and decide if you should be buying or selling. But without a financial advisor, a lot of people make a lot of mistakes, like selling at the wrong time or buying at the wrong time. We often want to buy when it's going up, but at the same time, we often want to sell when it's going down. When sometimes it's not always the best case unless there is a core reason for buying. There has to be a main reason. Don't just buy because it's going up. Don't just sell because it's going down. The 5th point is less worry. Having a financial advisor is very good. Why do you think billionaires have financial advisors? Why do you think all these, multi-millionaires have financial advisors? It's because of the less worry of figuring out their taxes, figuring out how to save or how to maximize their benefits or how to cut back on their losses. There's so many things. And when you have an expert in this field, you don't have to worry about all that extra information. The expert calls you and tells you, hey, this is what is new. And you decide, do you want to move your investments to a different portfolio because interest rates has changed? Or do you want to buy a new investment because the company is doing well and they're projecting, better forecast in terms of revenue? These are factors that you, as a normal person, you won't worry about it unless you have a channel like mine. Just kidding. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to the channel. But the point is this, all this extra information are things that a normal person are not exposed to. But when you have an expert that's their job, they work for you and they would definitely help you in achieving your goal. Now, after all of this is said and done, one thing to make sure is that you want to make sure that you have a financial advisor that is working for you, and they are called fiduciaries. And these people are obligated by law to work on your behalf. Now, I have to be honest with you, not all established investment brokers or companies out there would work on your behalf. Some of them are actually paid to have their clients invest in certain funds, so they get like commissions. So you have to be very careful about that. The other thing also is that some financial advisors are not real financial advisors. They have no qualification, they have no experience. I have no qualification and I don't call myself a financial advisor. But imagine I come to you and tell you, hey, I'm a financial advisor, I'll work on your behalf. But on the other hand, I'm trying to benefit from either the fact that I will get some commissions by having you invest your hard-earned money in my own company's fund or another fund from a different company that may not be doing well and may not make you money. The other thing also is that financial advisors will cost you some money. I remember when I joined, I was paying, was it $15 per month? That's a bit pricey, $15 every month, whether you lose or gain. But I have to be honest with you, it was beneficial and I'm so happy I did it because I learned a lot and I gained the confidence and I used it to the best. Why am I saying I used it? That's because I actually stopped using a financial advisor at some point because again, I realized I wasn't really getting value from them any longer. I have always been interested in investing and saving money and just figuring out how money works. Coming to the States, being in a new environment was a different challenge that I wasn't familiar with. So in order for me to speed up the process, the learning process or the learning curve. I got a financial advisor to speed up that learning curve for me. Now, do I know everything? No, I do not know everything at all. But I knew enough to be able to manage my own investments and give information like this to you guys. It never ends. You have to continue learning. You have to continue learning. You have to continue improving on the knowledge and trying different things. I would advise you get one, especially if you are not comfortable in doing this yourself. That is my best advice for you. Once you get comfortable and you feel like you don't need a financial advisor anymore, then it's up to you to make that decision. But like I said, I just realized I wasn't getting enough value for the amount of money I was paying. And that was why I decided to stop using a financial advisor. Now, on the other hand, would I get a financial advisor in the future? Yes, I will. Because I have my plans and I know that at a certain point in my life, I will need to get a financial advisor. Thank you so much for staying up to this point. This is something I'm passionate about and I care about you also, and that's why I'm sharing this information with you, because this will highly benefit you if you use it to its potentials. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting that red button, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.